right, coronavirus, COVID-19, the plague, whatever you want to call it. One of the things that all this technology has really made possible is to do so much of the process, to handle so much of the process virtually. So with that being the case, you can jump on and kind of do what we're doing right here. Talk to an agent. You can see them, hear them, damn near feel them with all the technology we got nowadays. You can jump on, and there's plenty of ways for you to get face to face with a real estate professional. So with that being the case, today what we're going to talk about is just preparing yourself to buy a house, let's say a year from now. So the first thing that we're going to do a year out is we're going to check that credit score. And the reason why I say pull your credit a year out is to check for any inaccuracies. It also lets you know just what you have open in terms of credit, and then you can also boost your credit. The second thing we want to do is we want to start saving. I hate to tell you, but you're going to have to create a budget. Next thing we have to do is calculate just how much home we can afford. So it goes back to, like I said, the dreaded and feared budget. Set a budget. How much is coming in? So income, put that down first. All right. And then we want to talk about expenses. So then everything, go through an itemized, detailed student loans, car payments, heat, hot water, electric, anything that you pay, put it on the budget. Break down the average cost that you're paying on those bills, the ones that come quarterly, biannually, annually, whatever. I would break those down into monthly chunks so that you can see how much those cost on a monthly basis and throw them into your budget like that. Once we have all the income and expenses mapped out, go online and you can use, whatever you feel most comfortable with. The one on McCordRealtor.com, they give you a rundown on what your monthly payment will end up being. So you just plug in all the numbers there. It's just really to give you a ballpark idea of what it's going to cost you to buy or to live in this house and pay the monthly mortgage payments. Once we get the 6 months out, we're going to start getting more diligent on checking and making sure that we're on track, making sure that we're following the savings plan and the budget to help us attain and achieve our goal that we want of buying this house. So at this point in time, we're going to go through that budget, make sure we've saved 6 months, make sure we've saved to the halfway point of our goal. Really look at it and, have the hard, honest conversation with yourself and say like, hey, am I on the path to home ownership? And if the answer is no, then what do I need to do to get on it? All right, so keep stacking that cash, keep saving money till we get to that 2-month point. So when we get to that point, we're going to get into the nitty-gritty of interviewing real estate agents. Ooh. So the first thing is make sure you like your agent. I know referrals are a great thing, but I've seen people who've been referred to agents and they're like, I really don't like this guy. But he came highly recommended and referred. I hear you, I understand you, but if it ain't a fit, it ain't a fit. So make sure you like the agent, first things first. Ask the agent, do they have experience working with buyers? Because a listing agent and a buyer's agent are two totally different breeds. Ask them all your questions. See if they can answer your questions. If they can't answer a specific question that you have, can they get the answer to your question immediately? Do they know the market that you're looking in? It's an important question. Do they know where schools and shopping centers and all that stuff are? Do they have a team of trusted individuals that they work with that will do a great job for you? Once you've interviewed this agent and you find the one that you want, get pre-approved for a loan. If you don't have a lender, if you don't have a loan officer in mind or someone that you've used in the past or know, like, and trust, this is when you can really lean on your agent. They should be able to point you in the direction of someone that can help you get pre-approved for one, but then also they can answer all the questions that you have about the financing side of the home purchase process. Once you've hired your agent, the next thing is to get you pre-approved for a loan. Your real estate agent should be able to hook you up with a lender to get the process rolling for a pre-approval. Once we're pre-approved, we're going to start looking for houses. So your agent should, first things first, should set you up on an automated email search. So anything that's new and meets your criteria that hits the market, it should come right to your inbox. You can also search on your own if you'd like. You can use McCordRealtor.com to find properties page there, or you can use whatever site that you typically like to use. Open houses. Hey, I'll throw it down in the comments below, but there's an awesome local open house app that you really need to get on. Whatever houses that you see that pique your interest, send those houses over to your agent, contact them. There's some stipulations on certain things like new builds. If you walk in there, you waive the right to representation, and essentially you're at the mercy of the home seller. So that's why I say whenever you see houses that you like, make sure that you reach out, contact your agent, let them help you out. But then once we see a bunch of places that you like and you create a top list, and then we kind of work through that list in terms of touring homes and physically seeing them. Once we see these houses and we find the one that we like, then we're on to writing up an offer.